Greetings. I'm Hellena Pugh, a Marine Corps veteran and the host of your 5-Minute Salute. Today I have with me Brian Dimoff from the cowboy state of Wyoming. Brian, welcome to our show.
Thanks for having me.
Excellent. Now, Brian, tell me, how did you become a member of our nation's military?
For my direct bloodline, it's kind of the family business. I'm a fourth generation American military member. Both of my grandfathers served, my dad served, my great grandfather served, and I actually did a couple of years in the Air Force before switching to the Army because I kind of liked the brotherhood aspect a little bit more than I got that in the Air Force.
Excellent. So now tell me, at Gold Spur Outfitters, what do you do today?
We are a full service gunsmithing shop, custom workshop, and in general, we do our best to focus on first responders, law enforcement, other veterans, and other worthy causes. We do sell firearms from a retail standpoint, but the biggest part of what we do is custom work.
Okay, so that's like if someone has a firearm that they've purchased and they want to do something to make it customizable, or getting it fitted to their trigger finger, or adding something onto it, removing something. Is that what we're talking about?
Basically, yes, and it can get even much more advanced than that. Several of the guns that I've worked on lately have actually been trying to adapt different types of target shooting rifles for veterans who may be in a wheelchair, maybe missing a limb, maybe have reduced function in one of their arms or something along those lines. And I've had the ability to help them get back into shooting sports, which has greatly improved their life and their mental health.
Yeah, so now, one of the big things right now is putting these finger locks or gun locks onto their weapons. Are you seeing a lot of requests for that as well?
Not necessarily. That's not really something that you see a lot of in Wyoming. Wyoming's very libertarian. It's take care of your own business and be responsible, which is something we believe in very strongly here. But on kind of the note of talking about mental health and safety, we partnered with an organization, a nonprofit called holdmyguns.org, and we provide a safe and secure storage location for someone who may be having a mental health issue, maybe someone in their family is having a mental health issue. Because one of the biggest things that you can do is get a firearm out of that situation. And for full disclosure, that's something that I went through in my own life. I at one point made an attempt on my own life, and I'm glad it didn't work. And if I had had something along those lines, I might not have gotten that far.
Yeah, so I wanted to say, because I did see on there, I was going to get to what you guys do with the nonprofits, because you actually work with a few different nonprofits that are all veteran-based, and you help them, like you say, not just modify or outfit so that a veteran can continue to shoot, because some people don't understand how relaxing and actually how calming being able to fire weapons as a sport actually is. Everyone has this, they're up in arms about what you do with weapons, but just recently I was overseas and I fired a bow for the first time, and I said, man, I haven't been to the range in like the last 3 to 4 years because of COVID and everything afterwards. But just having that bow in my hands, being able to concentrate, focus on my form, and let loose reminded me of the enjoyment of firing. And I told the guy, I said, this is just like shooting my M16. I really need to get back into this. So let's talk a little bit about some of those other, because there's quite a few nonprofits that you guys support. So not just, being able to get the weapons out of the hands of those that are having challenges, but then some of the other things that you do.
Well, locally we work with, sounds like it's raining, so sorry if you get some feedback here. Locally we work with the VFW, our local post. I'm actually the junior vice commander of our VFW here. I'm also a member of the American Legion. We work with both those organizations here in town. There's also, they're mainly based out of this region, but the Platte River Veterans Fly Fishing Association, we've sponsored their banquet, been one of the sponsors of their banquet a couple of years in a row now. Really good cause, and they take veterans of any background and take them out to go fly fishing and have a good relaxing time. It's part of the reason I like living out in Wyoming, is getting out into the mountains. I can go escape for a couple hours and kind of reset my soul.
All right. Now, obviously, when you're transitioning as a veteran, there are some challenges that sometimes we encounter, like you mentioned, having, a suicide attempt yourself. And thank you very much that it didn't work, because you're here today. And the good work is that you're continuing to help other veterans, which is so important. But what can you say to our veterans who may be facing a challenge or, thinking about it like you were? What would you tell them today to help them make a difference?
You're not alone. You have family. Reach out and on that same note, we all need to do a better job of reaching out to each other. That is probably the biggest thing. And with this business, there's three of us who are disabled veterans, and we've got a National Guard guy who just started working for us last year. So there's four people in our company who all have a very similar background and I don't know, general idea towards life, and we take care of each other. And if we can expand that to taking care of the next person and the next person, we end up getting rid of that despair and that feeling of nothing will ever get better, because using a permanent solution for a temporary problem is about the worst thing you can do.
Boy, I could not have said it any better, Brian. So now, if someone wants to contact your shop, or if they live in another state, is there something they can do? Because there are some of these cooperative state licenses that let you bring your weapon into other states to get them fitted on. Do you have partnerships where you can work with veterans or firearm owners of other states who want to come to your shop and get some work done?
Just about anyone can come and see me and get work done. You can also ship work to us. You can check out our website, goldspurOutfitters.com, or if you're a veteran and you log on to our online store, shop.goldspurOutfitters.com, make an account, email us with your account name, and we will make you a custom discount code that you can use for the rest of the time you've got an account. We like to take care of the family here.
That's awesome. Well, listen, Brian, thank you so much for being on my show. Thank you so much for sharing your information and also your story, because it's so important for those who may be having challenges to understand that challenges are temporary, but your impact to this world can be permanent. So we need you to stick around. So thank you for being here.
Exactly.
And thank you for allowing me the honor of interviewing you.
Thank you, and thank you for your service.
Rod, thanks for the support. And you're absolutely right. The family members are there. Even if they're not your biological family members, we have the opportunity to create our family. It's your military family. It's the people in your community who will be there for you if you're having an emergency or life issues. You never know who that person is that can help you. So don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yes, definitely.
All right. Thanks for being here. And now, America, listen, you've got the information for Brian Dimoff's shop. It's Gold Spur Outfitters. They're in the cowboy state of Wyoming. Go to their website, look them up, and veterans, create that code. Create your account, send them an email, and get that code. You should be getting our products from other veterans. Thank you for joining me on today's 5-Minute Salute. To learn more about today's guests and see past shows, check out our YouTube channel and click on the description of this video. And I invite you to join me in rendering a salute by subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. Until next time, and to all Marines, Semper Fi. My name is Hellena Pugh. I am the founder of Zahara Veterans Network. So I started Zahara Veterans Network because as I transitioned out of the military in 2012, I was encountering so many challenges with my transition, and I realized that there really wasn't an organization that spoke definitively to the issues that impacted women veterans, but also I encountered other male veterans who were having very similar issues to which there really wasn't an answer. So I started the organization so that I can provide information for other veterans, but also put us on the path to start providing those services that weren't being offered.